Disney fanboys are already going out and defending the Mulan remake. Yes, these people are already pointing out the Disney fanboys who will go out and protect anything made by Disney because, of course, according to them, Disney can do nothing wrong. All of Disney's movies are masterpieces. Disney can never make anything bad, according to them. They're the ones who also came in and attempted to save Artemis Fowl. Here is the census, yeah, that hasn't really changed on Rotten Tomatoes since the past 2 hours, but it has gone up from 48% not liking the movie. If this was a theatrical release, this movie would have an 85% essentially because it's a Disney movie. Because that's how Disney is. They put out all the bots and abuse the verified rating system to give the movies higher reviews. Let's look at the Lion King remake, and let's look at the other movies. But Disney is throwing bots in IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes again, like with Maleficent 2, like with the Lion King remake, like with the Rise of Skywalker, and like with Onward, to make the movies look much better than they actually are. For example, let's look at the Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker is one especially example of this. The Rise of Skywalker score, unlike anything else, has not changed since the movie came out. Yes, it's went down to 85% like once, but it has stayed at this 86% basically frozen since once. Okay, you're really telling me that 86% of people like this movie when a lot of people basically all they do is criticize this movie? Okay, you're telling me that people actually like this movie? No, people don't really actually like this movie. It's only a small minority of people without Twitter and of course Raylos who like the movie. Those are even those who don't like the movie. But yeah, those are the only people who defend this movie. Out of Raylos, Twitter, and all the other people who defend every other woke movie that has come out. Another example is The Lion King. Another movie which score was basically frozen ever since it came out. Yes, when the movie came out, the score was exactly 88%. Because all of the Disney bots went out to go protect the Lion King remake. Because according to these Disney bots, the Lion King remake is a masterpiece and cannot be proven. Especially if you go on IMDb, the quote-unquote most trustworthy site. Before Disney threw all the bots on IMDb, the Lion King remake was at a 5.6 on IMDb. But now it's a 6.9. I wonder, and actually it used to be a 7.1, but it has actually dropped down a few points. But most people didn't really like the movie that much. Most people complained about how the movie was such a bland and boring experience, but according to these sites, it's such an amazing masterpiece. The Lion King, and then let's get to the big one. Maleficent Mistress of Evil. This is the most egregious of them all. Maleficent Mistress of Evil on IMDb got protected by Disney bots on IMDb. I don't really think it's really IMDb's fault. It's really Disney. Okay, I don't know how to spell Maleficent. Oh, I think it's spelled with, yeah, that's how you spell it. Maleficent Mistress of Evil. Well, according to Poopy Tomatoes, the least trustworthy site on the planet, not the critic score, the audience score is a 95%. On which, according to Poopy Tomatoes, is on par with The Dark Knight. Which, of course, nobody will agree with that because everybody knows that this movie is a pile of garbage. Yes, this movie is a pile of garbage. And that's rightfully so. So yeah, that's about it about Maleficent Mistress of Evil. It was essentially, and if you look at, now let's go to Metacritic of Maleficent Mistress of Evil. Okay. Here. And Maleficent Mistress of Evil had a 6.6 on IMDb. 6.6. But we'll get Metacritic. Okay? Oh, even on Metacritic, the Disney bots bumped it up to 6.2. All the Disney bots, because this movie used to be at 5.4. 4.5, essentially. Most people were just complaining about how this movie was horrible. how this movie was terrible. But of course, all the Disney bots, all the Disney fanboys, of course, came out in defense of this movie. Of course, called this movie a masterpiece. Well, it really isn't. Like every other one of Disney's garbage remakes that they make, that they have made over the past few years. And really, this movie shows the laziness of Disney. And yeah, this movie still made $491 million at the box office. And it'll probably get a third movie as well. And it'll still probably make $500 million because all the Disney fanboys will still go up and see these garbage movies. Another example, yeah, basically just any other Disney movie for the past year, especially the ones that had been criticized a lot, such as the Lion King remake, which used to be at 5.6, but for some weird reason, it basically was boosted by the Disney bots. Now, according to IMDb, the quote-unquote most trustworthy site on the face of the planet, it's at 5.2. I won't be surprised if it's a bunch of Disney bots giving it a 10 out of 10, because the scores don't go up that quickly. Again, they tried doing it the same as well, with Artemis Fowl, because they can't admit that Disney is not as great as they used to be. That Disney is just a greedy company that only wants money. Okay, that only cares about money. Disney's only success this year was Hamilton, a freaking play that was put on a movie. So, yes, Disney's greedy, and Mulan sucks. The Lion King remake sucks. Rise of Skywalker also sucks, and Disney manipulates scores to make sure the movies don't get in a bad light. So yes, it is some shady stuff that Disney's already doing with Mulan, trying to get all these Disney bots and all these Disney fanboys to give this movie a 10 out of 10 to make this movie seem better than it really is. To prove the people wrong. That people actually like one. Oh, now it's at 57%. 57%. It magically went up on 10% on Poopy Tomatoes. From all of the Disney bots. All the Disney bots are going out and protecting this movie now. It's just absolutely funny that now we have all these Disney bots, all of these Disney fanboys giving it 10s out of 10s just because it has the Disney logo, the goddamn Disney logo on it. It's just absolutely ridiculous that it's just the same thing every time. Okay, but most normal people don't like this movie. It's only the Disney bots and the Disney fanboys and the blind Disney fanboys who will give anything that has Disney's logo a 10 out of 10 who are still giving Disney movies a 10 out of 10. Okay, same thing of Artemis Fowl. Okay, this movie, especially Artemis Fowl, had much lower scores by audience scores, especially on IMDb. And yes, on Rotten Tomatoes, it hasn't really changed because nobody watched the movie. And Disney doesn't want Mulan to be a failure. Disney's basically panicking, getting the bot teams out and the Disney fanboys out to make sure Mulan gets that 86%, like the Rise of Skywalker did. So that's basically it. Goodbye.